Hello, hello, hello. Yep. All right. I got my headphones on and I can put these away. Thank you to whomever it was who caught the beginning of this over on the YouTube studio and anyone who's catching this now or on the replay. Um, we're going to talk about what we witnessed over on Fight Club. And so, y'all give me a moment. I'm going to put on my 60 and get coffee, and I will be back. Oh no! I'll go this way. Oh, and that's fancy. My signal dropped out just as the 60 ended. So I hope you guys might be able to hear or see me doing the most, y'all. There's that. Oops. One more thing. There's that. And then I'm just gonna get my creamer, and then I'm ready to have this conversation. Um, and I'm worried about whether or not people actually hit the link and that crazy shit, y'all. I just am truly over what I've witnessed. There'll be a little bit of dragging involved in this conversation, I suppose. If I decide to click the link and scrub back through some stuff, and definitely there'll be more dragging than necessary involved. One thing that I can say that's absolutely curious to me is where are black women's foreheads going? Or their hairlines? Like that shit just seems to be, hmm, I don't know. It's like the bigger their egos get, the further they hit. I don't know. My bad. Moody, irritable, don't understand, honey. Okay, so how's your spirit? What's going on, y'all? I couldn't stop it for almost 24 hours. It's sitting there. And oops, I just moved my doggone thingy and my camera dropped out. My signal's acting up. It's almost as if it's a sign that someone doesn't want me to be here right now. And that's certainly possible considering. Um, what I will say is, okay, I really, I apologize, first of all, to the women in the space who were on KWK behind me. I've done this before, I'll say it again. And I do that because, I don't know, I suppose I believe that if I had stayed around a little bit longer, women um, wouldn't have taken the knocks over there from the people or the guys over there. Yet at the end of the day, dudes are going to be dudes and assholes are going to be assholes. Um, I saw the same thing in the space that Sherelle saw. Um, you know, you You say you one thing, but then you move differently. And it's funny, to see E Black and Darrell and Sherelle over there, and then to hear them going on about protecting and DMs and this, that, and the third. I'm like, what? Like that's the exact same shit that I was like, y'all, this is what you can't do. This right here, these shenanigans, this foolery, this is what makes the space look bad. This is what they're trying to clamp down on, to tighten down on, because people are getting out of control and the things that are happening on social media are making it to the real world. And that's the problem. So I saw the same people fighting the same argument over the same thing that they originally had no fight in the first place. This whole thing started over a dude who is damn near unmentionable today. People don't even know what a KWK, a Conversations with Kings, is, do they? Does anybody watch? The three other horsemen are out here trashing each other or trashing former supporters of that platform rather than figuring out how to come together. Isn't that trash? Disrespectful. I was there, and immediately after, well, 2 days after my incident, I hosted a show with E Black and Darrell, and they were able to state their cases separately. One on the panel, one in the chat. I mean, one on the camera, one in the chat, vice versa. Um, Going round and round, and I would say to both of them, it's ridiculous to believe that you all are going to be able to work together at that time. This was almost a year ago. At that time, considering what E Black was saying took place in his DMs with Darrell on Instagram, right? Well, if that's true, if that's the case, why would you all agree to try to make money together on some YouTube platform? What he did was egregious. I said that then. I continue to say it. I say it now, even as I say, yet E Black, you still look out of pocket. As a partner, if some man were to go on and on and on about me in any way, and then you choose to work with him, I feel some type of way. Even if it's just business. We got to talk about your business moves and how they affect us as a family. And moving forward, what are we going to do so we don't have these problems anymore? That part. But, oh, is that what it says up there? Oops. That's not what it's supposed to say. Let me put this up there at DAREL. Sorry guys, just changing the title here. At Robbie, I'm sorry, I can't remember how to spell your name. Um, Ta-da, my bad. Just needed to edit something. And now I'm better. Jeez, look at there. Look what I can do. My bad. um, I'm really, I'm disappointed to see that these two men haven't figured out how not to be this damn trashy. You know? Is that a fair thing to say? Like, What are we doing? Why are either of you willing to go to that extreme? Uh, uh, why stay? Why throw up at the mouth like that? Why do be any of that? I don't understand. I don't know. Like E Black, I'm not surprised. You came into this thing pretending to be something that you weren't, and Darrell did too. And now look at both of y'all. Trying to find a space, a way to give credit where credit is due. Like I suppose I'm supposed to be going in on someone or caring more. It's just saddening. The idea that you could pull someone apart in such a way, either of you, all because some other dude set you off. Like literally before anything else, it was conversations with King and that dude that set all of y'all shit in motion. And here you are. Neither of you holding him accountable, fighting with each other, fighting all across the internet. It's gross. It's truly gross. I know, my words don't matter. Just one toothless mom on the internet, right? And yet, I would share, but I'm pretty sure that they're still live right now. And that's just a little bit disrespectful too. I really don't watch Anton's Fight Club. Robbie put the link in her community tab, and so I went, which is why I put her name in the title. Um, because I was curious, to see what she had to say. And then I saw it was Robbie, Darrell, Sherelle, E Black, and some other folks, and I was like, oh. And then Sherelle was giving her case, and I was like, oh, oh. And so from there, just listen. I'll listen in, and if there's a reason, maybe I'll subscribe. You got to be a subscriber to be able to comment over there, and then after being a subscriber, you've got to do, you've got to wait for so long before you can comment, and so on. So okay. I was going to, because there was a moment when I tried to tell Darrell, I was like, "Come on, cuz oh, really? This is too much." Like behind the scenes, because E Black likes to say that I never say anything to Darrell, that I never go off. Uh, don't nobody ever check him. Don't nobody ever counsel him. That's what he'll always say, right? Yet